What would you say to the survivors who feel they haven't gotten justice?
You are the worst reporter. No wonder CNN has no ratings because of people like you. You know, she's a young woman. I don't think I've ever seen you smile. I've known you for 10 years. I don't think I've ever seen a smile on your face.
I'm asking you about survivors.
You know why you're not smiling? Because you know you're not telling the truth.
Seen Black Book like on day one.
On day one, roll out the Black Book.
So will you work with me on this issue so we know who worked with Jeffrey Epstein in building these sex trafficking rings?
Absolutely, Senator. Child sex trafficking has no place in the United States of America, and I will do everything, if confirmed as FBI director, to make sure the American public knows the full weight of what happened in the past.
Yes, indeed. I must admit, I like a little controversy. I must admit, I do like a little controversy. And what I like about controversy, especially when I'm right, we got a problem. Houston, we have a problem because I don't know why some people be thinking they're making like a valid argument because they get emotional or something, but that's not the way you make an argument. So earlier I had put a video up about Kaz Patel, JD Vance, all them. We're gonna get to that in a few minutes. And then I put one because some of them got in their feeling stuff. But I'm gonna get back to that because I got some things I want to address on that because I love addressing that. See, I'm the kind of guy that runs to battle. But before we do that, because I put another video up, it's like these people don't listen to the evidence and they get emotional without listening to the evidence. And when you make a comment, I can tell when you didn't listen. And the teacher was trying to give you some instructions and you don't listen to what the teacher's saying, then you get all the questions wrong. Now, you remember Judge Jeanine who said she wanted to take a gun. People said it was out of context. I love when y'all say stuff like that. And everybody comes up with a conspiracy. Sometimes things is exactly what they say they are. Now, some of the things are not a conspiracy because we know they're lying. On face value, you can tell when a person's really lying about something because I don't have to get worked up because I'm looking for the truth. And I don't care who the truth makes looks bad. I just like to find the truth. So she said, matter of fact, I want to play both clips by Judge Jeanine. The one from earlier today, which some people said was taken out of context, and her giving an explanation on what she was really trying to say. She cleared up nothing. When you got to stop making these people your heroes, I'm telling you. Because then you got to try to defend them. I remember when I used to argue with people about Barack Obama, and they would say something about some Republican. I said, I don't like the bastard. What you talking about? You think you're making me mad about talking about a politician? If it's right, I'm going to agree with you. You can't get me upset talking about a politician. Not going to happen. Give a damn about no damn politician that damn much. I be acting like these are y'all daddies or something. Be all worked up over nothing. So what I like to do is Judge Jeanine had the clip she played earlier. I'm going to play that one first because we did a video on it. And you guys comment on it. By the way, Jerry Nadler wants the ICE agent because they got masks on to be shot. I'm going to get to poopy pants in a few minutes. What did I do with Judge Jeanine? So this was Judge Jeanine earlier today. And they say I took it out of context. Listen to it.
And you bring a gun into the district, you mark my words, you're going to jail. I don't care if you have a license in another district, and I don't care if you're a law-abiding gun owner somewhere else. You bring a gun into this district, count on going to jail, and hope you get the gun back. And that makes all the difference.
Yeah, it's amazing how accountability works, you know, when people think that if they actually get arrested, they might have to do time and they might be taken off the street. It sort of puts a little different message into people's heads.
Now, I let the clip play a little bit longer. So you see I'm taking out of context. The woman actually repeated. She didn't say, we're not talking about law-abiding citizens. That ain't what she said. She said, I don't care if you do have a permit. But here's when she tried to clear it up. Now, I want you to be honest and stop acting like a 3-year-old and tell me, does this clear it up for you?
I'm here in the office and some people are concerned about something I said yesterday, so I want to be crystal clear. I am a proud supporter of the Second Amendment. I have guns myself, long guns, handguns, and I'm a proud high-heeled gun owner. In fact, I even keynoted an NRA convention. However, you need to be responsible, and every responsible gun owner that I know makes sure that they understand the laws, where they are going, and understand whatever registration requirements there might be. President Trump's goal here, and my goal as well, is to make sure we take guns out of the hands of criminals. There is a reason that we have the lowest homicide rate in recorded history. We're taking guns off the street, illegal guns, in the hands of criminals who want to use those guns to victimize law-abiding citizens. There's a big difference here. You're responsible, you follow the laws, you're not going to have a problem with me.
So does that really address what she said? Now, this time she says, well, we don't want criminals if we're going to arrest criminals. Well, let's replay it again. The first one.
You bring a gun into the district, you mark my words, you're going to jail. I don't care if you have a license in another district, and I don't care.
She said nothing about illegals there having an illegal gun. She don't care if you got a license in another district.
Care if you're a law-abiding gun owner somewhere else. You bring a gun into this district, count on going to jail.
I don't care if you're a law-abiding citizen. She didn't say, I don't care. I'm just going to arrest the criminal. I don't care if you're a law-abiding citizen.
And hope you get the gun back. And that makes all the difference.
Yeah, it's amazing how accountability.
Let's go back to the news.
I'm here in the office and some people are concerned about something I said yesterday, so I want to be crystal clear. I am a proud supporter of the Second Amendment. I have guns myself, long guns, handguns, and I'm a proud high-heeled gun owner. In fact, I even keynoted an NRA convention. However, you need to be responsible, and every responsible gun owner that I know makes sure that they understand the laws, where they are going, and understand whatever registration requirements there might be. President Trump's goal here, and my goal as well, is to make sure we take guns out of the hands of criminals. There is a reason that we have the lowest homicide rate in recorded history. We're taking guns off the street, illegal guns, in the hands of criminals who want to use those guns to victimize law-abiding citizens. There's a big difference here. You're responsible, you follow the laws, you're not going to have a problem with me.
So it's obvious that if you follow the law, you're not going to have a problem. But she said even if you have a legal gun, you come into her city, she's going to take the gun. She's actually saying that again right here, because what she's saying is that all gun owners are responsible for the laws here. You're still saying you're going to take the gun. But if you want to believe that's not what she was saying, even though she should have said point blank, we're not going to lock up any law-abiding citizens who come and lawfully carry a gun here. That's not what she said. But hey, this is what I found out about a lot of people. Because I'm going to play this fella here who I quote in my book. So this is what subversion looks like. Because what I found out that most people, no matter how much you show them facts, they're not going to listen. That's why I don't argue with people no more. If you want to believe something, have at it. I don't even try to convince you anything different. I don't get worked up on. I don't care. Most people get themselves worked up, especially like these little YouTubers, because that's the only life they ever had. They never really had any friends. They never been popular, never been a follower. So you got to get yourself worked up. Probably went to the prom with your mama or something, so you probably need somebody to about validate you. Where is that Yori? What did I do with him? What the heck did I just do with his clip? Because he says something that's very... I'm going to play Melinda Gates in a few minutes here, too. This is the KGB defector. I know you heard him before.
It's a slow process, which we call either ideological subversion or active measures, активные мероприятия, or psychological warfare. What it basically...
Every day, your government, your media, including Republicans and Democrats, including everybody almost you listen to, is doing psychological warfare on you. Either they do sensationalized stuff to get you worked up because it helps them get clear, because they care about being popular.
Means is to change the perception of reality of every American to such an extent that despite of the abundance of information, no one is able to come to sensible conclusions.
Stop right there. No matter how much information you give to certain people, they're not going to come to the right conclusion. You know why? Because they worship either a politician or some earthly fraud or some YouTube person or whatever. No matter how many facts, this is why I don't try to argue with people. Because you can give them fact after fact after fact. Whenever I give somebody this fact, I don't care if it's my brother, my sister, my auntie, I've been knowing you 50 years. I give you facts. I show you the facts. You want to argue, you can argue with yourself. I'm not going to argue with you. The old me would argue. The old me would love to just go, we can go for days with this. I don't do that no more. See, I'm older and wiser now. Quote facts. You don't like facts. The Bible says, correct the fool, make an enemy. Whenever you correct somebody, show them the fact. What do? Just like a bunch of these little heterosexual men today got themselves worked up. They went and told me they was going to unsubscribe. Boy, it looked like I'm really worked up over that. So you're mad because I was exposing those who was holding the Epstein files. If you really, one guy even made in the comment, I left it up there too. He even said in the comment, this is ridiculous. Everything has been cleared up. And plus these girls was nothing but little whores. Just think about what that clown is saying. He's exposed himself that he's a child molester. So you're saying 50 and 60-year-old billionaires, because a girl is promiscuous, she's underage, he has the right to take advantage of. No, they wouldn't. How you gonna legally have sex with a minor in the first place? But the fool actually put this in his comments. Now you think I'm gonna argue with a damn pervert like that? No, I want everybody to see he's a pervert. Because you're so stupid, you don't even realize you just exposed your damn self. Anybody who's trying to argue, if you actually think that nobody else did anything with Epstein, there's no need to have another conversation with you. Because logically, why would they cover up the files if nobody was in there but Epstein? Quit trying to pretend that same ridiculous argument. Even Trump went with it. Telling me that the reason that you don't want it out is because you don't want to embarrass some people. Hold on 1 minute. People get embarrassed all the time by hanging around with the wrong crowd. So you telling me these people knew? Bill Gates knew Jeffrey Epstein was a child molester. All these people knew. But they chose to go hang around Jeffrey Epstein. Still don't know what kind of business he was doing with him. And after they hung around him, now the Trump administration wants to protect their identity. Damn their identity. What the hell is she talking about? People get exposed about stuff they had nothing to do with most of the time. What are you talking about? So you're telling me that the men had a right to have sexual relations with these underage girls. And you're saying there was nobody else in the files but Jeffrey Epstein. So all this time, all these people been covering up only because Jeffrey Epstein was in the files. Just think about that on face value. How dumb you got to believe something like that. I mean, you might as well say, I believe in Santa Claus. I believe in 20 feet pink giants. Because no one is going to convince me that Jeffrey Epstein was the only one in the file. If you say that, you lose all credibility with me. So then you got to ask yourself, why was these people so insistent on not bringing out the file? See, this is what he's talking about right here in the clip. Tell people something enough. If they like a person, if that's their hero, they'll believe any damn thing they say. I just believe what Kash Patel says. But why did Kash Patel contradict his own self? And then the person, I'm gonna replay the clip too. When Thomas Massie, I'm not even a Thomas Massie fan, but Thomas Massie was right. He named 20 people, he said, that was in the file. 302, FBI had 302s on these people. So in other words, there was credible evidence. They took notes on 20 other people, billionaires and millionaires, different avenues of different things, whether it be one was a car manufacturer guy, another one owned a professional team or something like this. They had evidence. Kash Patel admits under oath that he didn't even look at the file. He's taking the word of the other previous administration who he said was government gangster. You can't make this shit up. I swear you can't. And then you want me, who I'm going to use logic and common sense, you want me to take their word. I'm not taking Donald Trump's word or any other sons of bitch who actually work for the Trump administration. Show me the facts. I don't care how mad you get. I don't care how much you unsubscribe. You just show me you a pervert. Because nobody should be defending this. All this time, if Joe Biden was the president right now, see, you acting like the Democrats. When Donald Trump is not in office, they're not concerned about the Epstein files. He gets in office, they're concerned about the Epstein files. You guys was concerned about the Epstein files all this time. For many, many years, you've been concerned about it. Matter of fact, when Maxwell went to jail, I told you way back then that nothing was going to happen to the perpetrators. You told me I didn't know what I was talking about. I'm the same guy. I knew people personally. People used to come in the business I owned. I knew them personally. And I told them that QAnon was a fraud. They got mad. I said that you said QAnon was going to lock up and put people in Guantanamo Bay. That's what they told me. He was going to put Hillary Clinton, all the people. I said, no one is going to jail. Bill Maher is not going to lock up anybody. They all say I was crazy. Right today, I was absolutely right. None of them have apologized. Some of them don't talk to me. And they may be listening right now. Ask them, do I give a damn? I don't care. You're wrong. I'm right. You're emotional. I'm not. See, I don't got it. When a person does the right thing, I'll be on your side. I will tell everybody the good stuff. I would even defend somebody when they try to lie on you. But when you start lying to me, telling me stuff that makes logically no sense, that you couldn't even fool a fourth grader with this, and you say you want me to believe it, you thought I was smart. How ridiculous do you even sound? I'm flabbergasted that people would get this emotional. The whole time before Donald Trump got in office, Kash Patel, J.D. Vance, Pam Bunyan, all of the Stephen Miller, all of them said they wanted it out. Now I'm saying what they said, you mad at me. You need to grow up. You need to grow up. Me and you need to learn how to stand up and urinate. That's all I'm telling you. Now listen to what he says right here.
In the interest of defending themselves, their families, their community, and their country. It's a great brainwashing process which goes very slow, and it's divided in 4 basic stages. The first one being demoralization. It takes from 15 to 20 years to
We've already passed that. Because you can put anything. Matter of fact, you know that Chrissy woman who is married to John Legend? I'm going to bring up some of her tweets. People not even shocked by the most disgusting things. See, this is why I know you've been demoralized. As a country, we've been demoralized because you can show anything on the internet and they'll get more mad at me for quoting facts than they would with some perverted trash being shown. They actually have at a pride parade men walking down with their testicles hanging out with little kids there, and they're more upset with me than they are of the pervert walking down the street. I tried to tell everybody, when you let the homosexuals get married, I said they was going to destroy you then. You said I was being narrow-minded because you could have let them have all the same rights and benefits, let their boyfriend, girlfriend have all the benefits. I said, but marriage is between man and female. But they got your emotions involved because you care what other people think. I don't give a damn. When I'm right, I don't give a damn who likes it. The whole world can be against me when I'm right. God is on my side with the truth. And you get mad. They got people, I'm not even making this, I hate to be disgusting, but I want to tell you how disgusting the internet really can be. It can be great, but it can be disgusting. As a country, we already been demoralized because they got people who come on here. What's the little woman? I think she's from Australia. She had sex with 300 men in one night. 300 men. Says she wants to get it up to 1,000. And they promoting her. They won't even block her content. They promote her. So this whore has sexual relations with 300 men and nobody seems to have a problem with it. Well, that's her body. Why are we promoting that trash? Told you last night, They have people who fly to Dubai, but they over here too. They ain't just in Dubai. P. Diddy is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a bunch of freaks and pervert in Hollywood. These same freaks in Hollywood is trying to lecture me about something. This is why I don't listen to no freaking movie star, actor, or singer. You freaking monkey, you. And guess what I name myself? I'm the monkey trainer. I train monkeys. Whatever monkey wants to get it, a monkey can get it from me. Every monkey trying to get involved with their emotions and don't want to follow the facts. Follow the facts wherever they lead you. Listen, Donald Trump was my guy. I supported Kash Patel. That doesn't mean I hate these people. That means you're going to tell me the damn truth or I'm going to go in attack mode. See, most people, reason you're not going to win a cap contest with me, because I don't give a damn what you ask anybody who know me. I don't care nothing about no insults. None of that. That don't even faze me. But my insults always get the best of the next person. So if you want to go with name calling, you come to the right damn place. We used to do this for fun. Don't get mad at facts. Do not get mad because somebody that you like, that you admire, that you worship with your idolatry, you're upset at me for telling them to give me the facts because what they're telling me makes no damn sense. Continue, brother.
Moralize a nation. Why that many years? Because this is the minimum number of years which requires to educate one generation of students in the country of your enemy, exposed to the ideology of the enemy. In other words, Marxism-Leninism ideology is being pumped into the soft heads of at least 3 generations of Americans.
See, that's why the little idiots, when they was at the Grammys, that little crazy heifer, Billie Eilish, whatever the hell her name is, saying you on stolen land. She got, her and her brother and her mama got 3 or 4 houses. If it's stolen land, that means you on stolen land too, you little dumb skank you. These people ain't up with a bunch of pill popper drug addicts, a bunch of hypocrites. They live in gated communities. You can't even go down their streets, but they're bringing all these illegals over here, out here fighting, marching in the streets saying we want to keep the illegals here. When we sent those illegals to Martha's Vineyard, one day they shipped them out. A bunch of filthy elitist perverts. I don't know why everybody, I hate child molesters. I hate anybody trying to protect a child molester. Hell is you talking about? You think I'm going to be with that? Because the midterms is coming up? That's what some jackass said in the comments. You like you working for the enemy because the midterms is coming up. I work for Jesus. The midterms is coming up. See, you think you're in charge. The reason Donald Trump is the president because God wanted him to be the president. When God don't want him to be the president, he remove him from office. Stop it. See, you actually think you're in charge of something. That's your problem. Do the right thing. It works out for itself. I guarantee you it will. But see, you get emotional because you think that you need to lie and cheat and protect child molesters in order to get your way. Just think about how shallow that is. See, the God I serve is bigger than that. He don't have to just compromise. He don't compromise. Now I got to compromise and say, well, let's not criticize anybody till after the midterms. If your daughter gets molested, if your wife gets molested, if your mother or whoever gets molested, the child gets molested, are you telling me that if it's the midterms, you're going to keep silent? Now, D.L. Hughley, the fake comedian, he did that with his own daughter. He got the nerve to be trying to call somebody an Uncle Tom. This nigga sat here and let one of his friends molest his child and then believe his child. And he got the nerve to try to think, I'm going to listen to what you say. Clown you. You ain't built for this, clown. You just not. You think you are, but you not. Whenever somebody starts getting all this, when the blacks want to do cool. Matter of fact, I got a clip of the whites calling a black ICE agent a nigger because he don't listen to them. See, only time liberals are nice and progressive and loving is when you agree with them sons of bitches. I hate all liberals. Give a damn who it is. Can't stand them because you can't trust them. They're nothing but a bunch of Nazis. Whenever you don't agree with them, they get all bent out of shape. So when you start getting bent out of shape because I don't agree with your lies, you acting like a filthy liberal communist is what you acting like. Please don't tell me nothing about your emotion. Show me the facts. If you show me the fact, I say, you know what, you're right about that. You're right about that, but you haven't shown me the fact. Kash Patel, I've already proved. If you don't think Kash Patel has lied and you don't know how to look that up, I don't even know what to say. It's no use to having a conversation with you because you don't believe he lied. You don't believe Pam Bundy lied. They're liars. Donald Trump is the president. It's his job to get his team. See, whatever the leader does, they mimic. Everybody else mimic what the leader does. If he was hell-bent on locking up the deep state, guess what will be happening right now? Sons of bitch will be getting locked up. He was anxious to lock him up when he was under pressure. See, this is what I learned about people. Once they're under like a pressure cooker, they're saying what they're going to do. As soon as you remove the pressure a little bit, they forget all about it. Not me. I never forget. Never forget. Once you come my enemy, I never forget. I ain't the Lord. I don't forgive. I don't forget none of that. Once you show me you my enemy, I never forget. I got bastards I ain't talked to 25 years. You got on my bad side. I don't got to talk to you. You're not that interesting anyway. I don't know what makes people think they're so damn interesting that you got to talk to them. See that? I breathe oxygen whether I talk to you or not. Whether you like me or not. Like I'm sitting on, but I wish you would like me more. You don't like me because you can't get me to do what all your other little bitty frauds who talk bad on the internet, but they hide all the time. I go anywhere where I want to go. Anywhere. Bad neighborhoods, good neighborhoods, I don't give a damn. I don't have to have no bodyguards, none of that. That's the difference. I can say what I want to. Nobody buys me. Nobody bribes me. I say whatever I want. I'm not upholding to anyone but Jehovah. I can say whatever I want to. I can attack whoever I want to attack. See, that was once upon a time that all these people that you're bragging on right now, they had certain people they couldn't attack because they work for them. Doesn't make a difference if you can't speak. Only slaves cannot speak freely. If anybody can tell you what to say, when to say it, you are a slave, whether you know it or not. Free people don't need permission slip to talk. They don't need permission slip to tell you what's on their mind. Only slaves need permission slips. And technically, people running around talking, oh, this country is full of slaves. There are slaves and don't even know it. Anytime you constantly talking about captivity, what somebody used to be a slave when you were never a slave, at least when the children of Israel came out of Egypt, they actually was once a slave. You got bastards here was nowhere close to being a damn slave. Their parents weren't a slave. Their grandparents weren't a slave. Great-grandparents weren't a slave, but they still talking about slavery. You cannot drive forward when you're always looking in the damn rearview mirror. And there cannot actually be law and order without justice being served. You cannot ignore those who have broke the freaking law. Is that so hard to understand? That's what God says. You got to hold them accountable. Withholding punishment and judgment for those who's broken all kind of law. So Prince Andrews has got excommunicated. For what reason? Because he hadn't done anything. According to Kash Patel, nobody else did anything with Epstein but Epstein. That right there proves that Kash Patel is a liar. But you mad at me. Why has Prince Andrew been ostracized by Britain? If he did nothing wrong, his wife has been excommunicato. If they haven't done anything, why are they excommunicating people? What's the prime minister guy from UK? He's in trouble now. Wait a minute. They didn't do anything. And some filthy pervert in the comment section today literally says these girls are nothing but young whores. Let's just say the 14-year-old is a whore. Do you think a grown man has a right to sleep with a 14-year-old even if she's a whore? I'm suspicious of grown men who's always hanging around little girls any damn way. What the hell is that about? I would be uncomfortable hanging around a bunch of little girls. But they seem awfully comfortable. This is why I didn't really like Brett Kavanaugh. His daughter's not even in Little League. He's still Little League coaching Little League girls. Not me. That's you suspect, fella. You kind of suspect to me. I don't give a damn what nobody says. No, if your kids are still in there, yeah, that's fine. Now, men ought to coach the little boys. Women coach the little girls. I'm going to be honest with you, something suspicious about that to me.
Students, without being challenged or counterbalanced by the basic values of Americanism, American patriotism. The result you can see. Most of the people who graduated in the 60s, dropouts or half-baked intellectuals, are now occupying the positions of power in the government, civil service, business, mass media, educational system. You are stuck with them. You cannot get rid of them.
Did you hear that? This dude said this way back then. The people in government, the ones that we supposed to be, the deep state we supposed to be cleaning out, he said you're stuck with them. You can't get rid of them. Mitch McConnell is in the hospital now. God, please take him. Mitch McConnell is in the hospital. He barely is coherent, can't even stand up on his own, but he's holding on to office because you can't get rid of these bastards unless they die. You got to pray that they die because they're not going to leave office unless they die. Only way you get rid of these people is when they die. We almost got to have a prayer vigil that the Lord just take them all out because they don't leave office. Nancy Pelosi, what the hell is she still in office for? Jerry Nadler is walking around pooping on himself. He's talking about ICE agents being shot. He can't even hardly walk. I mean, he was about 5'1", weighed about 500 pounds. 5'1", about 4 feet wide. And he got the nerve to be telling you can't even stand up on your own. Push him down, he couldn't even stand up on his own. Then he's going to mess in his trousers. This is the kind of people we're putting in office.
They are contaminated. They are programmed to think and react to certain stimuli in a certain pattern. You cannot change their mind, even if you expose them to authentic information, even if you prove that white is white and black is black. You still cannot change the basic perception.
You don't understand how deep what he's saying is. I've been saying this for years. You can show fact after fact after fact to these people. That's why I just start calling them names, because it's too stupid to get the facts. They will argue with you. You can show them the evidence, video evidence, documentations, email. Look at when Hunter Biden had the laptop, all the information was in there. Did the Republicans indict Hunter Biden or Joe Biden or any of Joe Biden's siblings? No. Because facts doesn't matter. You do one thing wrong on your tax return, lock your ass up. Can't make this stuff up, man. Then you got the nerve to be upset with me. I'm just looking at them and saying, like, there's something really wrong with these people. Why in the hell are you so mad about me saying they need to bring out, somebody need to get arrested? There's enough in the files to already arrest people. What are you talking about? Oh, I know they destroyed most of them. I said 2 years ago, all the files, all the real hardcore stuff is already destroyed. When the FBI raided Jeffrey Epstein's house, they purposely left video recordings and everything else there saying they didn't have a search warrant. When they raided Donald Trump's house, they was in Melania's drawers and everything else you talking about. And you mean to tell me that Pam Bondi was working as the AG in Florida for at least 8 years? She knew all about Epstein files because she was there. She gets in office, they give her a little stack. She said she thought that was all it was. You don't think that's a little suspicious that she's from Florida, damn it? What is you talking about? And she didn't know there was some more files. I knew there was some more files, and I'm not the AG. I told y'all Pam Bondi was a fraud before she even got in there. Some jackass was on there trying to tell me, give her time, but she don't work on your time. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Why do people get emotionally mad about facts? I just don't understand that. See, that's what they actually did to Jesus. They say, you know what? We're tired of you embarrassing us with facts. We're going to crucify you. We're sick of this. They will crucify your character on getting emotionally mad about somebody who's been ripping them off for years. Every politician gets richer when they go into office. With $37 trillion in debt and all these brilliant bastards had been in office all this time, you could have got a bunch of 12th graders not to go in debt that much. Now ask yourself why. No, it's not just the Democrats. They both are corrupt. Both parties are corrupt. It's a fact. When they do the right thing, I'll say it. The border looks good. We're doing great on the border. We're bringing over jobs, but it can't last. Every time you don't do law and justice, no matter how much money you make. See, this is the concept Donald Trump don't get it because he's not spiritual enough to get this. No matter how much money you make, eventually every dog has to have his day. You know how many rich people have died? Let's just think about some over the years when they came crumbling down. Very wealthy, fame and every damn thing. Is the Rockefeller still alive right now? Oh, okay. That dead, right? See, this is what happens, people. What's the guy used to, Hugh Hefner. Remember how he had it going on? He had all the women. Oh my God, I want to be Hugh Hefner. I bet you go talk to Hugh Hefner right now. He don't think he got it going on. I bet you don't think he got it going on right now. I guarantee you don't. Michael Jackson, king of pop, he had everything. Boy had to take medicine to go to sleep. Elvis Presley, the king of pop, was a complete drug addict at the end of his life. Don't make no difference how famous you think it is. That's going to come to an end. All that stuff comes to an end. I bet they'll trade it all in right now for some sanity up here. See, it's good that we're having a financial gain and all this right here, but criminals must be, a society who does not punish criminals will always pay a price. You can take that to the bank or put it in your peace pipe and smoke it. Whenever you don't punish those who are bad actors, it always ends bad for you. My man Richard Newsom hit us up, says, Richard told me, said, forget him, Doc. I appreciate you, Richard, my brother. They always been out of shape. I was almost taken back. I said, wait a minute, what the hell is they mad at? All I did is say it. Cash Patel lied. J.D. Vance, finance guy, is a crook. He's a Satan worshiper. And they took it up with me. This is almost, I tell you, when I said that T.D. Jakes was a fraud, he was hanging out, they actually got mad at me, but your pastor is hanging out with P. Diddy, but you mad at me. Make it make sense, please. Please make it make sense. I don't understand how people be themselves so damn emotionally mad at the wrong person.
The logic of behavior. In other words, these people, the process of demoralization is complete and irreversible. To get rid society of these people, you need another 20 or 15 years to educate a new generation of patriotically minded and common sense people who would be acting in favor and in the interests of the United States society.
And yet these people who've been programmed and, as you say, in place and who are favorable to an opening, these are the very people who would be marked for extermination.
See, here's the thing, though. This is one little key opponent. Most of the time, they go and they hone and they go get somebody that they want to put in office. I personally believe right now that Peter Thiel helped J.D. Vance get where he is right now. I personally believe that. Just like Barack Obama had handlers, everybody should, if you want to have some fun, they tried to delete the pictures on Google now. But this is when I really know Barack Obama was fake. If you know anybody who's ever went to law school or practiced law or anything like this, Barack Obama had a bunch of photo ops while he was in the law library. Nobody studying for law to get their law degree takes pictures in the damn law library. They had all kind of pictures of him just standing by books, taking pictures like this in the law library because he never really was actually practicing no damn law. That's why all of his damn records are still sealed up to the day. If he's so damn smart, won't he show us how smart he is? Give us your records then, Mr. Obama. And all this, a reason I know ain't nothing gonna happen is because nobody is talking about Barack Obama. All the stuff Hillary did, all the stuff that the FBI did, the CIA, Joe Biden, all of it was under Barack Obama. Why is it not anybody talking about the leader? Because at least when they talk about Donald Trump getting him, they always mention him before they mention his other people. Nobody, the Republicans are too scared to go after Barack Obama because he's half black. Well, I say attack the white side of Barack Obama. I say I love the black side. I'm just going to attack the white side because he's half white and half black. So just act like you're going after his white part of him. But you can't say that about Barack Obama. The Republicans was too afraid to attack Barack Obama because somebody going to call you a racist. Listen, they're going to call you a racist anyway. You know how many Negroes tried to call me Uncle Tom? I light a fire up on them too because they're too stupid really to have a real debate. Because all you gotta do is ask them basic questions about you support this person. Let's just go through their history. Since you're supporting somebody, you got the nerve to call somebody a coon or Uncle Tom, freaking porch monkey you. Got some damn nerves. No, I'm not the Tim Scott kind. I'm not that kind of conservative like the Tim Scott. He's the turn the other kind of cheek. I'm like that David, when David was in the wilderness and he had been taking care of the fellow's flock, and he sent words saying, tell him to send me some food. The fella says, who is this David that I should send him some of my food? David said, it's okay. Saddle up, boys. Let's go get him. See, that's the part of David nobody wants to talk about. he'd be grabbing lions, grabbing them by the mane, killing them. 9 feet giants, slaying them. Boy had no fear. That's the point that they don't forget that David was bad. He was great psalm writer. He loved to worship the Lord. David will chop your head off, though. See, David said, don't get it twisted now. I love Yahweh, but don't get it twisted now thinking you punking me because I love Yahweh. That's people's problem is, those are acting unchristian. You don't say nothing about the child molester. Shut up. Don't worry about no Christianity now because you weren't worried about Christianity when you was protecting the child molesters. Don't go there with me. It ain't that kind of party. You see, you need to wake up. Now you want to be conveniently talking about Christianity when it's time for some justice and vengeance to be taken out. Don't want to hear it now. When you have these favorite people that I don't want to criticize these people because the midterms is coming up. What kind of damn fool, what kind of grown man says something like that? I just couldn't get over it. Out of all the comments, that one just made me laugh. The midterms is coming up. That got to do with any damn thing. So if you find out a child is getting molested, but some Republican running for office may not get elected, so you're going to wait till after that because you don't want to mess it up because let the child get molested. The child was asking for it, right? Can't make this stuff up. I swear you can't, man. You mad at the wrong person. I'm telling you. All your anger's in the wrong place. I hope, I ain't going to say it. I ain't going to say what I was going to say about Mitch McConnell because it ain't nice. It ain't nice. Let me play some more of this right here.
In this country?
Most of them, yes. Simply because the psychological shock when they will see in future what the beautiful society of equality and social justice means in practice, obviously they will revolt. They will be very unhappy, frustrated people. And the Marxist-Leninist regime does not tolerate these people.
See, they're already upset with Mandami. He told them everything because they dumb as hell. Most people will believe anything. This is what they say. 85% of the people can be convinced to go against their own belief system, even if they're right, if the right people tell them. In other words, if the person that has the credentials to tell them how smart they are, they'll change something that's right. And it's a factual fact that is right, but they don't want to go against the crowd. They don't want to go against their family, their Facebook friends, their YouTube friends. They don't want to go against them. So they got to go along to get along. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not one of those go along to get along kind of fellas. I'm just not. I want to get along. Trust me, I do. But not at the expense of ignoring facts. I like getting along with people. I'm a nice guy. I really am. Contrary to popular belief, I really am a nice guy. But I'd be damned if I will ignore facts. If I will take somebody lying to me straight to my face when I know you lie. It's like when your kids was younger and they like, boy, don't lie to me. Girl, don't lie to me. These politicians will fly out loud of these people and they'll get on the internet. These people get on the internet and defend him. I said, would you look at this freaking monkey? You need to be trained, monkey, because you're not a good trained monkey. You letting people tell you any damn thing you know damn well it don't make no sense.
They will join the links of dissenters, dissidents. Unlike in present United States, there will be no place for dissent in future Marxist-Leninist America.
There'll be no place for dissent. That's how communists run things. Technically, that's what said. They're telling me, don't dissent. Don't go against what they said, the Trump administration.
Here you can get popular like Daniel Ellsberg and filthy rich like Jane Fonda for being dissident, for criticizing your Pentagon. In future, these people will be simply squashed like cockroaches. Nobody is going to pay
They're like cockroaches anyway.
them nothing for their beautiful, noble ideas of equality. This they don't understand, and it will be greatest shock for them, of course. The demoralization process in the United States is basically completed already.
I forgot when this was. I think this interview was like in the 80s. So the demoralization's already happened back then. Have you seen some of these filthy like videos that these so-called stars be putting out? Devil worshiping, vileness. I mean, just the filth. Like I said the other day, they literally have people who say they get turned on by either somebody urinating on them or taking a dump on them. Is that not the most disgusting thing? How can that turn you on? Because you are the devil. That only can turn on somebody who's possessed by a devil. And here's the key. Devils don't care about your body. They'll destroy your body because they'll go to the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. It's not their body. Spirits cannot reproduce, contrary to popular belief of Genesis chapter 6. That's not what it's meant. I don't even argue with people there. If you want to believe that a non-comparable being can actually have relations with a human, I got one question. I just got one question for you. If you believe that those giants in Genesis chapter 6, I don't care. You go get your thesaurus and look up the word. And you think you're actually right. Listen to me. If a demon could actually have a sexual relation with a woman, why waste your time possessing people? Just go have a bunch of offspring. Logically, that don't make no sense. Jesus said it too. They need to marry or given in marriage. They cannot produce, but they can possess these people. These people are possessed. Now, I'm going to move on because I want to get to Bill Gates and a little bit of Jay-Z again, because I got a clip of him when he was hanging out with Harvey Weinstein. This was in 2017 before Harvey Weinstein even got locked up. So the reason I bring that up is because you remember that the file that we showed you last night, the Jigga Man, I'm just so offended that Jay-Z, and people actually call him Hov, short for Jehovah. If that's not the most blasphemous stuff, first of all, I got to go get a clip. Wait a minute, because I want to show you something. Because I got an idea. I want to show you a picture of Jay-Z, because I want you to get this picture in your mind before I say it. I forgot to get this picture of him. The Jigga Man. That's one ugly dude too, boy. That's a face only a mother can love. She got to be jabbing. Let me see, because I wanted to show you something. I want to see him with that hair, that gay painter's hair. People got all kind of memes too. Let me see if I got that other one now. Somebody made him with a bald head. That's funny as hell. I'm gonna show you this picture too. Wait a minute, I gotta get another picture though. Because I got a specific image I want you to get in your mind. Oh my God. I crack myself up sometime. No, that ain't a good picture. I want to see that other picture. Let me see if I got that other one up. So Jay-Z. Okay, I want to show you the picture, a couple of pictures of Jay-Z before we get to the other one. So here's a picture of Jay-Z. You see that? Somebody went and took the top of his hair off. Look at that. Now, I want you to pay close attention. Let me see the other picture of Jay-Z. I'm going to give you another picture with the other hair. Let me take that one off first. Okay, now here's another picture. I'm saying I'm doing this for a reason. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute here. Okay. Oh, damn it, what did I just do? Here is another picture of the Jigga Man. Look at that. Now, do you really think that this Beyonce will be dating this dude here? He looks like a gay painter. I ain't gonna go with the gay painter, but I want you to get the image. Now, I want you to tell me, what do you think this right here is? Hold on a minute, let me get this. I want you to tell me what you think this right here is right here. What do you think that is? That is a baboon's ass. That's Jay-Z's mouth right there. The ass of a baboon. And so this ass of a baboon, I like to drag him too. And the so-called beehive think they can intimidate somebody with the beehive. Freaking internet warriors. That's Jay-Z's mouth right there. I'm gonna start calling him baboon's ass mouth. Whenever I say baboon's ass, I'm referring to Jay-Z. I just want you to keep that. I want you to get that image in your mind. So now what I like to do is I like to go over here and get this clip of Harvey Weinstein and the Jigga Man hanging out together. I don't know what they was doing right here, but watch this.
In your thoughts on Donald Trump?
Now, this is in 2007. Look how Jay-Z is looking when the lady asked him about Donald Trump. It's almost like he wanted to run it. But then Harvey Weinstein, the fella, because the email said that Harvey Weinstein was fingering some girl while Jay-Z was there. Now, some people say Jay-Z was naked. I don't want to get that image in my mind. I don't know if he was naked or not, but I'm about to throw up. Watch Harvey Weinstein.
In your thoughts on Donald Trump and what it means for mass incarceration?
You know what? This is a labor of love for Jay, and as a result, he's my friend. We're here to talk about that and nothing else.
Well, then, can I ask you about mass incarceration? And do you think the movement is? In your thoughts on Donald?
Did you see how scared he looked like he can't answer a question? Harvey Weinstein had to answer the question for him. So Jay-Z hangs out with Harvey Weinstein. And Jay-Z and the people, Beyonce, the hip hop community, say that Nicki Minaj is a sellout for hanging out with Donald Trump. But Jay-Z and Oprah always hanging out with Harvey Weinstein. You can't make this up. You think I think these people are credible? I want you just to watch. I'm gonna let the whole clip play this time. Watch how uncomfortable Jay-Z gets and watch how Harvey Weinstein stands in and says, this is a summer of love or something.
In your thoughts on Donald Trump and what it means for mass incarceration?
You know what? This is a labor of love for Jay, and as a result, he's my friend. We're here to talk about that and nothing else.
Well, then, can I ask you about mass incarceration? And do you think the movement is?
He said that Jay-Z is not going to. We're not going to answer that. Did you see how uncomfortable he was? So I'm thinking that those files, the Epstein files, is correct when it says that Harvey Weinstein was doing some stuff with a little girl while Jay-Z was present. Because Harvey just said Jay's my good friend. He said, I didn't say it. I played the clip. He said that Jay is his friend. He's my friend. Reminds me of Tombstone. When Doc Holliday was about to die and he still wanted to go help Wyatt Earp, the dude says, Doc, why are you doing this? He said, because Wyatt is my friend. He said, I got a lot of friends, but I'm not going to do this for him. He said, that's the key. I don't have a lot of friends. Oh, Doc Holliday was a damn good friend. I ain't gonna even lie to you, damn good friend. Who is this? Now, I want to let you play. I'm gonna bring back the Kash Patel, and then I'm gonna pop back over here to Melinda Gates, her defense of what her husband was trying to stop her from getting that venereal disease. Was it VD? Do they call it VD anymore? Was it the claps? I don't know what he had, but according to Jeffrey Epstein could be a liar. Did you see in an interview that Steve Bannon interviewed Jeffrey Epstein for like 15 hours? At one time, Steve Bannon asked him, was he the devil? I'm not going to play it. But anyway, I want you to listen to this good, because in this clip, they saying that Kash Patel is not contradicting himself.
Director Patel, I watched some of your Senate hearing yesterday when Senator Kennedy asked you, you've seen most of the files, who, if anyone, did Epstein traffic these women to besides himself? You replied, according to the transcript, there is no credible information that he trafficked them to anyone else. You also said somewhere in the hearing and here today that the problem is that the case files are constrained by limited search warrants from 2006 to 2007, and that the non-prosecution agreement hamstrung future investigations. Those constraints only apply to the Southern District of Florida. They do not apply to the Southern District of New York, the location of the 2019 sex trafficking indictment, which produced many things, including a series of FD 302 documents.
Now, pay attention to that, 302 documents. The 302 documents is what the FBI used to ascertain notes, to take notes on certain things. So if it's not credible, why would they do 302s on it? But according to some of the people in the comment, they said that this is not credible because he didn't know about it. He just said he wasn't interested in finding out about it. Watch it.
According to victims who cooperated with the FBI in that investigation. These documents in FBI possession, your possession, detail at least 20 men, including Mr. Jess Staley, CEO.
He's naming names now. So if these names are not credible, Kash Patel should have said, no, we've investigated this. These fellas didn't do anything wrong. Man, are you serious?
CEO of Barclays Bank, who Jeffrey Epstein trafficked victims to, victims including minors such as Virginia Roberts Giuffre, may she rest in peace. That list also includes at least 19 other individuals, one Hollywood producer worth a few hundred.
Did any of these people get talked to? Did Kash Patel's FBI, not Joe Biden's FBI, not Donald Trump's first FBI, because all of them was corrupt. Did Kash Patel's FBI go investigate this? He's going to say no. He's taking the word of the government gangsters.
$1 million, one royal prince, one high-profile individual in the music industry, one very prominent banker, one high-profile government official, one high-profile former politician, one owner of a car company in Italy, one rock star, one magician, at least 6 billionaires, including a billionaire from Canada. We know these people exist in the FBI files, the files that you control. I don't know exactly who they are, but the FBI does. Have you launched any investigations into any of these people? And
notice what he asked him. Have you launched any investigation to any of these 20 people?
Have you seen these 302 documents?
Sir, I have asked my FBI agents to.
That's not the question. See, you people let people skate around. The question was, have you seen them? He's asked his people. Wouldn't you think this is pertinent information? Because it was pertinent information when he went in office. Now his first responder, he asked some other people who may be part of the deep state to go destroy the evidence because it's technically what they're going to do.
Review the entirety of the Epstein files and bring forth any credible information. And we're working with Congress not only to divulge that information and produce it to you, but any investigations that arise from any credible investigation will be brought. There have been no new materials brought to me launching a new.
Now, this is before all the other files just dropped. So you're telling me that Pam Bundy and Kash Patel, she's the head of the DOJ, he's the head of the FBI. Neither one knew that there was millions of files still left. Just let that sink in for a minute. Let me take my brain out and put it in your head. You're telling me that both of these leaders did not know there were millions of files left. Because at this testimony, he said he don't know about no more files. They just dropped over 3 million. So he's stupid then. If you say he didn't know about it, he's a moron. He's in charge. Why does all these files keep coming out, just dropping files? I thought Kash Patel was sharp.
Indictment.
So is the loophole here, or is it your assertion that these victims aren't credible, that the 302s maybe didn't produce credible statements that rise to a probable cause?
It's not my assertion, sir. It's the assertion of 2 different United States attorneys' offices from 3 separate administrations.
Stop it. He wrote a book saying that all these officials are nothing but government gangsters because they've been covering up and avoiding the Epstein files from getting out. That's what he said. Now he's telling you under oath that he's going to take the word of the other corrupt organization that he said was corrupt, and you saying that I'm making him look bad. Please make it make sense, please. I may not be a Rhodes Scholar, but I got a lot of damn common sense. And when crap don't make no damn sense, this don't make no damn sense. He's taking the word of the Biden administration, previous Donald Trump administration, I guess the Obama administration. Is that what he's saying? And you're saying that I'm the one in the wrong?
Who investigated those same materials in lifetime.
Are the 302 documents in the FBI's possession?
They reviewed all that, yes, sir.
And
they reviewed all of it. He ain't looked at it yet. He's not interested in the facts.
So have you reviewed those 302 documents?
This is the same fellow who's saying he looked at the JFK files, the Martin Luther King files, everything else, but he didn't look at these files.
Where the victims name the people who victimized them?
If I personally know, but the FBI has.
Has he personally? He said no. So in other words, the files is there. He's not interested in looking at them. But I thought you just said that Epstein is the only one that is responsible for trafficking these girls, only trafficking them to himself. But you didn't look at the file. So how would he even know if he ain't look at the files? Inquire him. I'm asking for a friend. Because I don't want to act, because you may get offended by it. My friend wants to know why in the hell has Kash Patel, Dan Bongino is talking like a badass to get on the internet. It's laughable. Why did either one of these guys, when Dan Bongino was still there, go look at all these files of credible evidence of at least 20 people? You know why? Because some of them was Trump friends, some of them was J.D. Vance friends, Elon Musk friends. All these people got friends in high places. I got friends in high places.
So how can you sit here and in front of the Senate and say there are no names?
Thank you.
I said
I named one today.
I said we are not in the practice at the Department of Justice FBI of releasing victims' names.
He didn't ask you for victims. Is this man stupid or what? He didn't ask you to release victims' name, fool. He said the men in there, the 20 men, 6 billionaires.
That is not what we do. We are also not in the habit of releasing
He sounds like a moron now.
Incredible information. That's not what we do. But multiple authorities have looked at the entirety of what we have.
Okay, I got to.
I rest my case, Your Honor. See, this is why I don't pay attention to some people when they get their emotions involved. You can't tell me you listen to that and think that Kash Patel is not lying. But I suppose it's just because the midterm is coming up, I suppose to ignore Kash Patel lying to me. I hate when people lie to me. And especially when they lie to me that I know they're lying and they know that I know that they're lying, but yet they're lying to me and they're saying, shut up. And just listen to what Kash do. I trust Kash. Are you a grown-up? You trust who? He's lying to you, but you trust him. You need to be hitting your head with a baseball bat. You that stupid. I trust Kash. How long was he born over here anyway, Kash Patel? Hey, hold on a minute. I ain't never looked at it. Let me see if he was born here. I want to look that up for a minute. Hold on a minute. I'm going to see if he was. Where was Kash Patel born? I need to know. He was born in New York. Okay, he was born in New York. How long has his mama and them been here? Still don't trust him. To me, he could be a spy for all we know. I don't trust him. Mm-hmm. His middle name is Pramod. Kashyap Pramod Patel. That don't sound like a real American name to me. That don't sound American enough for me. I want my FBI to sound American. They say that sounds biased. I don't care. I don't care if it sounds biased. I should have knew something right there. That's on me. I'm gonna take that. That's on me. I should have got suspicious about that. Yeah, ain't no American name right there. I don't care. Y'all let me give up. I'm not gonna listen to you anymore. I'm not subscribe. You're being racist. Hold on a minute, because I want to be more racist. Just 1 minute. 1 minute, so I can be more racist. Hold on, just 1 minute. I want to go get Bill. What's her name? Melinda Gates. Ain't that her name? Yeah, Melinda Gates. I want to get, because they asked her about that VD that Bill tried to give her.
And the files suggest that Bill Gates had additional affairs and that he tried to get medication to treat.
You know, she looked kind of like, what's his name? Todd Bridges' wife. The one who looked like a dude. Todd Bridges' wife. Don't she kind of look like Todd Bridges' wife? I'm going to have to get that clip in a few minutes. I don't know.
A sexually transmitted infection, and that he was going to give you the medicine without you knowing. His representative has said all of this is false.
Of course
it's not on you to have to respond to the details of that.
Why you set up? It's not on you to have to respond. If you shut up, better respond. How you know she don't want to talk about it?
Alleged behavior.
Unless it's in that divorce settlement. How much he gave her? $25 billion at the divorce? $25 billion. Whoo, that's a lot of cheddar, boy. She says, thank you, Bill. I didn't want your ugly, big titty self anyway. She probably feeling joy. She says she's happier than she ever been. I know you are. Because anybody married to Bill Clinton can't be happy. Come on.
But I wonder what your dominant emotion is when you read.
I wonder what your dominant emotion is. She's so dramatic. I wonder what your dominant emotion is.
It is not on you to have to respond to the details of that alleged behavior, but I wonder what your dominant emotion is when you read these news articles with these details.
Oh my God.
Sad. Just unbelievable sad.
Just unbelievable sadness. How could I sleep with a man and have kids by a man whose titties is bigger than mine? That's why she's sad, because he has bigger breasts than her. Bill has bigger breasts than her. And she said, I thought about it. I'm really sad about how big his titties is.
Unbelievable sadness, right? And again, I'm able to take my own sadness and look at those young girls and say, my God, how did that happen to those girls, right? And so
How did that happen? You mean, how did your husband, ex-husband, sleep with those girls? Is that what you want? Is that the thing you were trying to say? What do you mean, how it happened? Grown-ass men was sleeping with little girls. But according to some people in the comment, that's okay because the little girls are whores. A fool actually, how can a person fix their mouth to make that comment?
So for me, it's just sadness for, you know, I left my marriage. I had to leave my marriage. I wanted to leave my marriage.
She said, I had to leave my marriage. I wanted to leave my marriage. Say it again, girl. Say it loud.
Girls, right? And so for me, it's just sadness for, you know, I left my marriage. I had to leave my marriage. I wanted to leave my marriage. I had to leave I felt I needed to eventually leave the foundation. So it's just sad. That's the truth, right? And it's kind of like, at least for me, I've been able to move on in life.
Did you hear her? She said she had to leave. She had to leave because the marriage was tight. Who would want to be married to Bill Gates? Hold on, I want to get a picture of Bill because I got a clip of Bill Gates too. When they asked him about this, he said he just casually knew Epstein. You're a big titty liar. It's your big old breasts. Bill Gates got the biggest breasts in it. He's not even really a fat guy. I mean, he look porky or whatever, but he's not really fat to have such big breasts. Now, if he was a real fat guy, you can see that. But Bill Gates, see Bill Gates' breasts. See about Bill Gates' breasts. Oh, yeah. You go with it. Now, they do got some fakers now, but I don't care. Nobody said the fake was look just as worse. He's a funny. I just don't know. It should be against the law for a billionaire to be that sloppy looking. He's a sloppy piece of trash. If I've ever seen trash, that's what he is. Let me see if I can get Bill Gates' big titties. Look at that. Look at this. Now that one on the left is fake. I think that may be fake too. I don't know. Let me see. I think that's fake too. This one is real, I think. You got some bigger. What is that, like a C cup? That's fake right there. That's real. Big titty Bill. Bill got some big titties. Bill got some big titties. He's such a funny looking pervert too. He looks disgusting. He looked like he smelled like spit. Look at it. Always talking about climate change and vaccinate somebody. That's why your titties so big, because you've been getting vaccinated too much. You need to lay up off all that estrogen too. Injecting yourself with estrogen. And allegedly, it was a little Russian girl that old big titty Bill got a hold of. It wasn't long, about a couple of seconds anyway. She burnt that boy up too much. She burnt that boy. She set Bill on fire. Fire, do. Hey y'all, fire, do. Now I want to pull up. I do have a video of Bill, Big Titty Bill. I like calling it Big Titty Bill. Big Titty Bill. My man Eric just hit us up. Eric says, what did Eric tell me? He says, Sub ET been working hard and purpose. I appreciate Eric. Yeah, Eric just got back to work. Eric a hard working man, boy. And when Eric, one job shut down, Eric started just putting in the applications. That boy got some willpower. He said, I'm gonna get busy. Get busy. Okay, I want to play Big Bill Gates. This is Bill Gates. The woman asked him about, he gonna lie and tell me he only had dinner with him one time. Nigga, quit lying. Quit lying, Bill. Damn where you lying, boy.
One of the issues that's dogged you is that of your relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Do you regret the relationship that you maintained with him against Melinda's advice and wishes?
Oh, I've said that you're going way back in time. But yeah,
new audience.
I will say for the, over 100 time, yeah.
He's a filthy liar. You ain't said it 100 times.
I shouldn't have had dinners with him.
Epstein had a...
Ask him specifically, why was you having dinner? What specific thing did you plan on gaining from having a dinner with him? Now, I think Bill Gates, what is he worth now? 128 billion or something like that? The hell he need that man for? Come on, man.
Way of sexually compromising people. Is that what Melinda was warning you about?
No. I mean, no, I had dinner with him and that's all.
He's a lie. You didn't just have dinner with him. What about the little Russian girl? The one that allegedly gave you gonorrhea or whatever the hell you got. When you was burning, you need that penicillin.
And that you regret the relationship, the acquaintance?
That I had dinner with him.
Mm. And the...
He keeps saying he had dinner with him.
Relationship between the foundation and Epstein, which
there never was any relationship of any kind.
It wasn't a relationship because you just messed with the little underage girls. A dude worth $100 billion. You mean you can't get laid unless you go to Epstein? Because see, here's the kicker. Some of these sick men want underage girls. Because if you worth $100 billion, I'm sorry, you can get laid. So why was he specifically wanted to keep it on the down low about messing with what, underage girls? Because why do he need Epstein? Just ask this question. Why would Bill Gates need Epstein to get laid? That's the $1 million question. If you got $100 billion, you can get laid. You can get you the most expensive hooker out there that's of age. Bill said, nope, that ain't what I want. I want me some sordid filth to go to Epstein and get him to hook me up with a Russian girl. But Kaz Patel says that nobody else did anything. Of course, it's Kaz Patel. We gotta believe him. Because his eyes is really big. I mean, he's telling the truth.
Now, one of the issues is...
Mr. Bill Gates. Now, I have some people. Have y'all ever heard of Noah's Ark? Y'all heard of Noah's Ark, right? Okay. Well, I got something I need to show you. Since you've heard of Noah's Ark. Because we got a Monday. I am going to go back to show you that former prime minister of Israel also, but he didn't have any connections. Oh, I forgot about Jerry Nadler. I'm going to make sure I bring up Jerry Nadler. Where is that? Oh, what did I do with it? Oh, I still got to do that. That Chrissy woman's, all those filthy things she was saying about little kids. That is one filthy skank. And then John Legend, he may be undercover queer himself. John Legend is still married to her. Your wife makes those kind of tweets and you stay married to her, that means you sick. Who stays married to somebody like that? What the hell I do with my oh, here it is. Here it is.
Look, retards are trying to get on. No puedo creer que vaya a actuar en la Queer Super Bowl. A retardo siquiera sé hablar inglés.
So we're loading up the boat. We're finna get no libtards can get on.
Hey, no libtards allowed on this boat.
Oh my goodness.
Well, what does that mean for us then?
We are just so dumb. Did he just call us retards?
It's true. Now, I do want to bring up, because I want you to see this right here. And how is it possible that this woman is not excommunicato with everyone, anybody who makes these kind of tweets about children, and people still hang around them? What does that say about them? What did I do with that damn clip of that heifer? What is her name again? Chrissy, I think is her name. Did I put it under Chrissy? Let me see. I didn't put it under her. I thought I put it under her name. Oh, man. What the hell did I do with it? That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. I thought I put it under that name. Oh, come on, man. What the heck? Oh, man. That's the one about that one. That's the one. Oh, what the hell? Did I name something else? Well, let me let you listen to Jerry Nadler first, then, while I'm looking for that.
We solve our balanced budget problems by simply repealing the taxes, the tax cuts on millionaires and billionaires enacted over the last 10 years. But what is really the major problem in this country today is the fascism in our streets. The attacks on American citizens by masked hoodlums. If you were attacked by a masked person, you might think you were being kidnapped. You'd be justified in shooting the person to protect yourself. But we see people being shot for what? For driving a car? We see people, we see the ICE goons break into people's homes without a warrant. We see them drag out a man, an American citizen, in his underwear without even permitting him in the...
Isn't nothing like I'd like to do more while he's standing up, give me some steel-toed boots, and just kick him in his ass.
In the snow without even permitting him to get dressed? This is the major problem we have today, along with the attack on our elections. We saw it last week.
Okay, here's Jerry Nadler when he pooped in pants. Look at him. He barely can move.
As I bring on Congresswoman Maloney, I want to join the distinguished chairman in
He barely can stand up. How's he telling anybody anything?
acknowledging legislation.
That's right, Obey said, you know he stinks. You know he smells like some rotten eggs or something.
Of other members of Congress that are contained in the chairman's legislation that they are putting forth, and chairwoman's. And I also want to acknowledge
Oh, Sonia said that too. I bet he stinks.
Maxine Waters is doing some very important work on this subject, not part of this package, but part of preserving.
Jolene said perverts.
Our democracy. With that, I'm pleased to yield to the distinguished.
Ed said J.D. Vance, I don't trust him either. That's what we was talking about the other day, Ed. J.D. Vance he got bankrolled by Peter Thiel.
Chairwoman of the government.
Look at him. He barely can move around. I bet he stank, boy. Ooh, I bet that boy stank. I bet he smelled like a bag of old clothes that's kind of wet that you threw in a corner and just let it funk up the place. And then he put them back on and sweated in them, pooped in them, and then threw them back in the corner. That's what he smelled like. You know he stank. I'm about to throw up just thinking about it. He got the nerve to shoot the ICE people. Piece of. Now I want you to see. I'm gonna let you see. This is the woman. While she was there, while that Noah guy was talking, saying that they're glad Nicki Minaj not there. Here's. I want you to just look at some of these scrolls. What she was saying. Look at this. This is her saying this. I'm going to jail over pizza. It's 2013. Seeing little girls do the splits half naked is just, I want to put myself in jail. Who would tweet this kind of stuff? Who would stay married to this trash? This is her again. I'm about to Anthony Weiner this kid. That's 2011. She's been saying this for many, many years. But they hate you if you speak the truth. I just saw a baby that looked like a porn star, like trash to do anything porn star. Is this wrong to think? Who says this kind of filth? But they got the nerve to hate you for not wanting the illegals here. But she's at the awards. Can't make this up. I'm bored. Really want to watch kids give birth. Where can I watch teens give birth? MTV? I mean, that doesn't make sense, but I'll try. How is this nasty, filthy skank? How in the hell is this nasty, filthy skank still running around after making these kind of tweets? So they don't disown her. But if you say you don't want the illegals here, they want you to die. I don't know how nobody can justify this. It always weirded me out how strong little toddlers' tummies can look. And I aware of how absolutely disturbing that sounds. This woman has no shame because nobody won't check her. A belly in a shirt with a small, sexy toddler on it saying, RT. What the hell is that? What does a guy wear to a toddler's and tiara's party? This is a sick woman. She needs to be in jail. At Kevin Shockley, nah, he just said the cleanest and best pleasure is to have sex with 13-year-old, but up until that, ha ha ha. And I got blocked on Twitter for speaking the truth, not using any profanity, but she not blocked on Twitter. Devil worshipers, that's what you got, devil worshipers. Now, the next time they try to say something about somebody else, are you going to do something about this Christy Heffer who's married to John Legend? He probably like to watch anyway. Probably was a watcher. Oh, I thought it was funny. Somebody in the comments, he wanted me to give him attention so bad. He called me a cuckold. I said, that really hurts my feelings. Man, you hurt my feelings, boy. I wish you wouldn't. He was actually talking about his daddy and his filthy, nasty mammy. That's what he was really talking about. Because your dad used to watch your mom get ran through with about 20 dudes. Whatever the dude's name that said that. I think I got some more here. Hold on a minute. I think I have some more. What did I do with that other one? This was the one. Dun, dun, dun. No, I did that one. Wait a minute. Oh, see, this is technically what I think that needs to happen to a whole lot. Did we play this clip for you the other day? I don't think we did. You remember that? Have you ever seen that slapping video that the dude just started slapping everybody because they don't know how to act?
Larry, what the hell are you doing? Larry, you can't just. Oh, Larry. Oh.
That's how I be wanting to do sometimes. I just be wanting to just slap some people because they be needed. Maybe you can slap some sense in their head. But I think someone be needing to get slapped. I gave Mark a shout out, baby. I did. I'll give him another one though. I did. I hit him up. Hit him up. Bang bang. My man Mark Andrews. Sorry. I did it earlier though. But I'll give you another one, brother. No problem with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. My man Mark Andrews, the Snipers. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, all your support you give me, brother. I do appreciate you. I do. Now this is what you need to do, Mark. We're gonna make you be our slapping czar. Mark Andrews is gonna be our slapping czar, and this will be whenever a liberal needs to get slapped.
Are you all right? How did Larry?
Next, let's watch the little kid. You get it too. Bop, bop. He said, you want to get some too? Dip.
Righto. What's going on here?
Oh, I'm arrested. Dip. Backhand. Pop. Boom. That's how you take care of business right there, fella. Sometimes somebody just needs to get slapped. Fella just putting the hands on him. Jerry Dupree said, I got big hands. I'll volunteer. All right. Those are two slap. Mark Andrews, my man, Jerry Dupree, is going to be the slap czars. We're going to make them our slap czars whenever a liberal needs to get slapped. Jerry said he got big hands. He going to slap the five. You leave a print on your face. Did I show you this clip yesterday of this freak right here? I don't know if I can't remember. I showed
have
you
access to reproductive health.
Have you ever seen this? Because this is one of the most ridiculous clips. I can't even believe this is a real clip. Let me set it up for you. As you can see, the one in the green is a dude. And he is upset that he's not a woman so he can have an abortion. These are sick people.
We don't have access to reproductive health.
Now, have you ever had an abortion?
No, I haven't. And, and I'm torn because it's like, I know a lot of women who have gone through abortion, and it's almost like a rite of passage to womanhood.
I never thought we'd get here. This should be disturbing to any sane person. He's talking to a dude with a ding-a-ling, and he asked him, have you ever had an abortion? Lord Jesus, come quick. I don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss for it. I wish my grandma was here now. Because I like to show her this and see what her response is. I can almost get it. This I should say is like, baby, I don't know what the law is going to do. These people, what's wrong? What's ailing him, baby? That is a man, ain't it, baby? What's ailing him? Grandma, he's sick. He think he's a woman. I beg your pardon? Grandma, he think he's a woman. I know you're not talking about this thing right here. Yeah, Grandma, he think he's a woman.
Right.
And it's like that's something that I'm denied and that I will never be able to experience.
He wants to experience having an abortion. Even if he was a woman, why would you want to have that as an experience? God, these people are...
But it's definitely not a prerequisite to have an abortion, but it is a rite of passage in certain ways.
Right.
And the dude is keeping a straight face like this is a serious conversation. We need to get my man, we're going to have to go ahead and send y'all in because I feel that Jared Dupree and my man Mark, we might have to send y'all in for some slapping because both of these need to get slapped. Coming up with such a ridiculous freaking statement.
So how do you cope with? Have you talked to your therapist about this or anything like that, or are there support communities where other women?
It look like his face is melting or something, don't it? Don't it look like his face is melting?
Who aren't able to have an abortion can kind of. Is there a community that you can find solace in?
It is a small one, but it's nothing organized, and it's more of like a one online that you just talk to your friends with. But
you can't make this up, man. You cannot make this crap up, man. How is this even serious? This is crazy. Maurice, what's going on now, Maurice? Good to see you, brother. This is insane here. Now I want you to see one more. This is another. I don't know what kind of meltdown this one was having because they always having some kind of meltdown because they're not mentally stable. Did I show you guys this one yesterday?
My interview Friday went horribly. It included transphobic security that.
I wonder why your interview went horrible. Would you hire this? Whatever it is, would you hire this? Because ain't no way in the hell I'm hiring that. Because if you fire me, it's going to be a problem.
That didn't let me use the women's room until I showed them my government ID.
Didn't let him use the women's restroom.
Says female. Yes, in Illinois, it is illegal for them to do that. and I had to file an HR complaint before the interview even started.
He went to the interview and filed an HR complaint because they wouldn't let him use the women's restroom, and you think they're going to hire you.
And then she just asked it like subjective and open-ended questions and like things that used a non-logical way of thinking that I just kind of struggle with. So I really didn't expect to get the job after that. But like I haven't had such a bad experience since leaving Texas.
You left Texas, thank God. Don't ever come back. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more. I remember okay, I'm gonna play Horses in the Stable. I'm gonna play it for y'all. But I remember a particular story. A guy had to fire. I think I told this story before. I'm getting old, so if I repeat some stories. But that was this guy. He was working there. He was Latino, and he was married. I think he had 4 kids. I was about 45 at the time, so I think he was about 35. But he had a wife and 4 kids. His wife worked right down the street, on the same street as when we passed by, you can see her car out there. So her father died, and she took a day or so off, and within 3 days, she came back to work and we saw her car. Now, he didn't come back to work. Day 2, he didn't come back. Day 3, he didn't come back. He didn't call day 4, day 5. Now, he's already fired because I already warned him, if you don't call me, I'm not going to look for you. Your wife is at work, so you fired. But one of the guys who worked there do that online gaming, and he says that the guy is at home playing online gaming because he's been doing online gaming with the guy all day long. So he ain't mourning because it's the wife's father who died, and she back at work, but he's not back at work. So I didn't get any call for it. It was like 2 weeks passed by. What you call it? The unemployment agency, I forgot the name of it. They called and want to talk to me because I was his supervisor. So they asked me, she said, Mr. Williams, I forgot what the clown name was. It's not important. And she says, I have him on the 3-way right here. And we was talking about you're unjustifiably terminating him. I said, are you serious? I said, he didn't show up for work for a whole damn week. His wife was down the street at work. Her father's the one that died. And she says, did you call and check on him? I said, I don't run no damn daycare. I don't check on grown-ass men. I told him before he got here that that's how I run. Did I tell you that, boy? And then she interrupted me and says, don't talk to him, talk directly to me. I said, he's on the phone. He's a grown man, right? Why is he so quiet now? You didn't show up for work. You playing video games online, and you think it's my job to go call you. Hey, you damn right I fired you. Well, Mr. Williams, all that kind of language is not necessary. I said, why you interrupting me? I got work to do. I don't got time for this. No, I don't want to get on unemployment. You crazy? Fool don't show up for work. And then I'm supposed to just hold his job or call, would you please come back to work? He fired. I'll fire SOB in a minute. One time, the owner got mad because what I would do, and y'all need to, if you got a place of business, you might want to try this. I would put everybody on a 3-month probation when I hire them. I would tell them, make them sign it. I'm saying you on a 3-month probation. If you screw up before the 3 months over, you're fired. If I find out it's not a good fit, you're fired. Because what I find out, and I told the owner this, I said most people can pretend for a month, maybe even 2 months, but nobody usually can pretend for 3 months. And so we were able to fire, because 1 minute we went through a stretch where I was firing somebody every 2 weeks, somebody was getting fired. And the owner finally came to me, he says, man, you firing people so fast, I don't know if we're going to be able to keep anybody. I said, no. We're going to get the right ones in here. I said, now, if you want to hire people who don't want to do a good job, I'm going to bring my kids up here and let them get a paycheck too. I said, are you with that? He said, no, you just do it your way. That's what I thought. I got this, but I'm not going to let you go here and milk the clock. You're going to do some damn work if you're going to come here. And you're not going to have no attitude. You're not going to do none of that. You're not going to show up with. I had one guy, he used to get there, and as soon as he get to work, he want to take a smoke break. I said, put the damn cigarette out or go home. Because you're not going to show up for work, clock in, and get on a smoke break. Fellas, you think this is food? This ain't the pen. I will fire a person. I had one guy there, and it was the owner had a son, had 2 sons, wimpy guys. I hope they're listening. And I almost had to whoop one of them ass good. But anyway, he had this son, and they would get their college buddy. They would let them come down and work during the summer, and sometimes they'll work or whatever. None of them was any good. All of them was trash. So he had this one, he was working on his master's degree, and they said he was brilliant. So I used to send people out to go to chemical plants. We did chemicals, documentation, all that. So it was kind of raining one day, and one of his friends, I was going to send him out to go do a pickup, and he told me it's raining, he don't feel safe. I told him, and this is my exact word, stop acting like a little bitch. If you don't want to work, go home. I said, now, if you don't like what I just said, you can go tell the owner, your friend who's the owner's son, you can tell him exactly what I said. I ain't biting my tongue for now, sons of bitch. I said exactly those words. You can go tell him, whoever, because I told him, don't put him in my department if I can't fire him. So if you're going to put him in my department, I train monkeys. And I'm going to train him how to be like a man. I know his daddy never taught him how to be like a man, but I will train this monkey. Not going to babysit no grown freaking man. You're going to do it this way or I will fire you. I ain't Donald Trump. I don't got no problem with firing people. Fire you in a minute. I had this girl one time. I hired her. I felt sorry for her. I usually don't hire people in my department, no women in my department, because it's some of the work you got to be in the warehouse in time. And I told her this, but she said, please, I need the job. I got 2 kids I'm trying to take care of. So I felt sorry for her. I said, you know what? She's trying to do a good thing. At least she ain't trying to be on welfare. She wants to work. Her name was Shaniqua, Sharika, or some kind of ghetto name. I said, I ain't gonna hold that against you. You want to work. And I told her this exact word. You on probation for 3 months. I said, don't embarrass me and do your damn job. And you're not gonna get no preferential treatment because you're a woman. Are we clear? Or do you agree with my rules? She said, yes, I agree with your rules. So we was working. All of a sudden, she was working pretty good the first month. No problem. We trained and everything. After the first month, she came to work. Now she got to be in the warehouse sometime. She had like this purple looking wig on. I was kind of taken back by that. I ain't said nothing. I just got a little different look today. Okay, then, all right. Then pay attention to it. So I said, I'm gonna send you out to go do a pick. I'm gonna send you with somebody. Then I finally sent out almost 2 months. I sent out by herself. By the time she came back, she was doing good. The first week she did good going out by herself. Next week she came back because I know how long it take because I didn't send my guys so many times to this particular thing, this route. It's an hour later because we have a time frame that we had to get everything packaged and shipped out, documented, hazardous material. We did a lot of hazardous material. And so she's like an hour late. So I'm calling, she didn't answer the phone. She get back. I said, what the hell took so long? Now, when she left, she didn't spray, like just bathe herself in perfume. And I thought that was kind of odd. When y'all get through packing, I gotta have a talk with you. So I went and I said, what was the problem today? Well, I kind of got lost. So I said, don't do that no more. That's ridiculous, embarrassing. What take that on? An hour ahead of time. Oh, it won't happen again. I promise you won't happen again. Next week, she didn't do anything. Another week, she did the same thing again. So I brought her in this time. I said, the next time you do that, I'm going to fire your ass. Told her just like that. You're going to get fired. You do it again. 3 strikes, you're out. Oh, I promise. I don't know. I just been going through some stuff. Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. Tell you what I'm going to do. Next time you do it, I'm telling you, you fired. Okay. I promise you. Week later, did the same damn thing again. When she got back this time, I said, you leave everything now. I told my guys, y'all take care of it. Come on in the office. So I told the owner, I'm finna fire her. You want to come in here and watch me fire? I told the owner, I said, you want to come in here? He went in there. Now, soon we get in there, I said, you remember what I told you? I told you that if you screw up again, I was going to fire you. Did I not tell you that? So I looked at the owner. I said, you didn't know what we were doing. I said, did I tell you that she screwed up anytime? He said, no. I said, she just screwed up twice, and I gave her 3 chances. She out the day she's getting fired. She just bust down and started bawling. Just crying, just unshakably crying. She was crying so hard that the owner got uncomfortable. He went and got her some tissues and everything, gave her some tissues and everything. So I'm just telling her, I ain't phased. Mm-hmm. You finished with that sniffing and stuff? Okay, I'm firing you today for this reason, and I laid out the reason why you're getting fired. You know, I need the job. No, you don't. Because if you needed the job, you wouldn't have been effing up like you effed up. I don't know what you was doing. I don't really care at this point, but you're fired. So he says, hold on a minute, Sharika. Can I talk to you outside? But he told me he want to talk to me outside. So me and him go outside while she's in the balling still. So we go out there. He says, do you think that we need to give her another opportunity? Because she's crying so much. How's it going? I said, I don't give a damn how it look. What you talking about? I said, you feeling weak behind that? Because I don't care about her crying. You can't handle her crying a little bit? I already had warned her. I said, so if I let her get away with it, my other guys is going to want to get away. They're going to say I'm doing preferential treatment on her because she's a female. She's a black female, so I'm doing preferential treatment. I said, I can't have my guys thinking like that of me. I fire everybody when I tell them I'm going to fire. I do exactly what I say I'm going to do, and she fired today. Now, you got a problem with that? No, I'm going to do it your way. We went back in. I said, dry yourself up. I already got my guys packing all your stuff, putting it in the box and stuff, because you out of here. Going to walk you out. I give a damn about you crying. Pam Bunny would have got fired long time ago. I gotta walk that skank out. Because you talking about, I don't get no sympathy for you. Because if I tell you to stop doing it, you don't stop doing it, you get fired. I ain't got no sympathy whatsoever. Click, I turn off all sympathy. I drain all my sympathy out. You gonna get fired. Walk you out too proudly too. I can't tell you how many people I fired. Walk them out too. I will walk you out. Because I'm fair. I'll give you every opportunity, but you're not finna just do anything you want to. It's people I like I had to fire. Said, it ain't personal. I gotta fire you. I can't let you get away with stuff. Everybody else gonna want to get away. Rules apply to everybody the same. Everybody's gonna get treated the same. You ain't get no preferential treatment from me. Will not. If you get sick and you're really sick, I'm gonna stick by you. Matter of fact, if you do the right thing, I'll go to bat for you. One time the owner was trying to fire one of my good guys, and no, you can't fire him. Well, you know, he been really, really sick. That's a good guy. We're not gonna fire him just because he got sick. He's sick for real. We're not firing him. I want him to stay. You fire him, you gotta fire me. Because he ain't done nothing to get fired for. That dude is a good damn worker. I will go to bat for you. But I'll be damned if you being lazy, you ain't doing your job. I'm not going to bat for that. Give a damn how much I like you. I don't like nobody that much to let you just run over and corrupt my rest of my team. You can't corrupt my team. Not going for that. Can't go for that. No can do. I can't go for that. Okay, let me play the horses now. I told my stories. What did I do with the horses? Man, it's getting hot in there. I can turn the Allen or something up in here, man. Because you know I got to pause it 2 times, because if I don't, they'll get me for a... Oh, here it is. Yeah. That girl come out there, she come out that stall bucking that thing too. You know how them horses come out? Like, you ever went to a rodeo and the guy be on that horse and he be getting his hand in that thing, and they open that gate and he hit that horse. That joker come out there bucking. That's how she did. Let me rewind that thing. Look how she come out there bucking out that stable. In the stable, I love the way you ride. Oh man, that's funny. Ride it, horses in the stable. These horses done gotta lose in the stable. Oh, trail riding. Trail riding. This is the cowgirl trail ride. Horses in the stable. I just saw a lot of these, but this is the funniest one that I've ever seen before. It's because of their reaction. Because at first, like they spin it up. They're doing that riding like Genuine or something like. Roll that thing up. See, they feeling that thing. They're just getting that little slow groove at first. Yeah. Horses in the stable. I love the way you ride. Oh, that girl bust out that gate, boy, riding that thing. Oh my God. They look ridiculous, but it damn sure is funny. Horses in the stable. I love the way you ride, ride, ride. Anyway, we gotta get out of here. I hope I didn't make you too mad. Remember, we gotta get truth on our side. We can't be feeling no sympathy for people just because we like them. They got to do the right thing. We need justice. We need justice. No matter who looks bad, we got to have justice. I got to have I want justice. Do, do, do.